G'day, Sean Flynn here from Dave Benson Caravans. Right behind me here is one of the most exciting caravans we've had for a long time. It's the new Cub C16. It's the first time they've actually built a caravan using all the same technology that they've been using to build their campers. We've got 50 years of history there, so absolute brilliance and excellence when they make these caravans. 100% Australian made, all starting with the chassis. And this is the key to every single Cub. They use blue scope steel, and that's all welded. That now sits on the new Alco Enduro X suspension, which you can't see obviously now. We've got to get right under there, but underneath there, that's basically the trailing arm, two shockers. It's an actual clamshell design. Also new on this Cub is the new Alco Tow Assist, which has electronic stability control and anti-lock brakes all in one. And that's an all new thing now. So that's also part of it. When we look at the total length of the Cub, we're actually talking about 7.5 meters long. High, we're just under 3 meters in height. The width is 2.2. So what they've done there is really design this van with the size, the height, to be more directed towards that off-road sort of capability. Instead of being, 23 foot long, weighing 3.5 ton, it's just, this has been built to go where go where you want to really go off the beaten track. Coming back to some of the other designs, you'll notice here, our kitchen, full stainless steel, and that's plumbed with the hot water. Now speaking of the hot water, this runs on diesel, a diesel hot water system, which is also acts as a heater, so it's a 2-in-1, and that's a Truma. Going back to the air, we've got drawers in the kitchen for all your cutlery. You see we've got the 3 cooktop burner. We've got our 2 little lights, and of course our little flick tap. Our fridge slide. This will fit up to a 95 litre fridge. Now add that with the fridge inside, which is 110 litres, that's that's over 200 litres of storing capacity. In here is a cool little container, and this is a great little place to put all your pots and pans. Anderson plug connection, not a 12 volt. Just behind our kitchen here is the brains of the entire system. The Cub C16 is using the Red Vision Red Arc. This is the Red Vision Red Arc display, which hooks up to your telephone. On your telephone, it is amazing what you can do. You can control all the lights, you can see all your solar power, you can control everything on the phone. It's an amazing little app that goes along with that. Now the actual Red Arc, as you know, it's again a South Australian company, again Australian made, and that's actually called the Total Vehicle Management System, and that will run this entire van, including the solar. And then speaking of solar, we've got 4 solar panels, 180 watts each. You've got 2 lithium batteries, 400 AH, so that's two 200H lithium batteries. So lots of power. Going to storage, you can see we've got a full tunnel boot storage here. There is an optional barbecue slide that you can use in here, but look at that, heaps of storage there. Coming to the front, we've got a storage locker here. That's a sensor light, so on and off. And then up the top, you can also see we've got spotlights. We've got the 2 spotlights at the front, and then we've got spotlights at the rear. Going underneath the awning, we've also got those new amber lights, which are great for insects. The actual awning itself is a roll-out awning, and that's 4.5 meters long. A really great size. I mean, this is where all the action happens when you're camping, isn't it? Out here, you've got your cooking, your fridge, your 4.5 meter awning, and those great bug lights. Fantastic. Back to the front again. So this little cover here, all right, this is hiding underneath here is all your gas bottles and 2 jerry can holders. Going to the A-frame, we've got the DO35 off-road hitch, the Cruise Master, and what they've also done is given us an extra clamp for our jockey wheel. Let's go to the walls, because this is what makes the Cub more unique than pretty much everything out there. This is a full composite walls, roof, everything. It's all built without timber. There is no timber in this construction. This is what it actually looks like. So here, that's your actual insulation. On a normal caravan, your insulation is probably about that thick. So look at that, plenty of insulation. Inside, internally, everything is built on this poly block. That makes it strong again. And of course, this is lightweight. And when we're talking about weights, this thing is amazing. 140 kilos on the ball. You've got a empty tear weight of 2,000 and then ATM of 2,700. That's 700 kilos payload. So that's plenty of room for all your booze and more booze. All right, so that pretty much covers most of the basics of the front. Obviously around the other side, that's where we've got our Red Vision total vehicle management system. And then a couple other little features. We've got the external shower at the back, and of course we've got a rear camera. So what we want to do now is, while we did all this and we've got all this great rugged stuff outside, one of the more other unique things that Cub did when they designed this, and keep in mind this took 2 years. There was 2 years of planning and design in this, and when they looked at the inside, they really wanted to create this sort of 5-star hotel feel. When we go in there, you'll see it's amazing what they've done. I mean, just standing outside right now, you can see, look at the size of these windows. They're absolutely incredible. Huge windows, and that's on both sides, on the road, the door side, and then on the road side. Look at the windows, huge, tinted, and we'll talk a little bit more about those windows inside, because they are, again, Australian Aussie Traveller. There's something quite unique about that. Most other manufacturers will use another brand, that's the Constantina style. This is a completely flat. So that's completely flat, and as you can see, reflective, that's your shade. Again, I'll talk more about that inside. All right, so that pretty much covers outside. Oh, I should mention, we've got the 17-inch, these are the BF Goodrich wheels. So not those sort of cheap Malaysian and Indonesian wheels that most manufacturers use. That's quality and 17-inch alloys. Alrighty, let's head on inside and have a look at this little hotel. So here we are inside the Cub, and what we'll do is we'll start at the back. Now, if you're wondering what the whole name C16 means, what they actually mean by C16 is 16 feet internal. And I'll tell you what, for a 16-foot caravan, it's absolutely amazing. You're gonna love the ensuite, and I will show you again that in a second. But first, let's go to the kitchen. Again, all stainless steel, right? And this is called an easy wipe surface. Fantastic. You got a pantry, all right, coming out here. Excellent spot for all your Vegemite, tomato sauce, all the condiments that you need. And again, soft close, look at that. We've got plenty of drawer space here. So that, again, soft close. And if you notice when we do lock these, this is almost like a positive locking system. That locks it. So when you do pack up and get ready to go, when you see these, you know they're unlocked and locked. Obviously, when you are camping, you will keep them like that. And then when you want to go, you will be able to go around and check that every single one of those cabinets or cupboard or drawers is locked. Again, back to the kitchen. As I said, all stainless steel. We've got our Dometic 110 litre compressor fridge. All right, so once again, once you couple that with the other fridge on the outside, if you put a fridge out there, there is plenty and plenty of storage space. Most caravans are going to be looking at about probably about 190 litres as well. So when you add the two, it does definitely add up. Now again, as I said, the internal is all built on that poly block that I showed you outside. So that includes the way we go through the overhead cabinets. Here, we've got our 3-way tap, and of course, we've got a little water filter. This is genius. Look at this. For your dishwashing liquid, hand gel, or whatever you want to put there. Stainless steel again, all built there with a little rubber band to hold it. Coming up, you see we've got a microwave and an overhead cabinet. The windows. Again, this is the Aussie Traveller window. So everything, both the screen, fly screen, and this side, your shade, they're completely flat. This fly screen is midge-proof. As far as I know, it's the only one on the market built by Aussie Traveller, but that is a midge-proof fly screen. And look how easy it is to use. I absolutely love these windows. Up and down, very simple. And to unlock, you just simply click that and up it goes. Fantastic. Look at this lighting. All right, all this lighting is controlled. There is a dimmer, so you can actually control the lighting from bright, you know, to nice and romantic. Although I don't know how romantic you can get in the kitchen area. But let's look at the ensuite. So here we go to the ensuite. Now, obviously it's a combo ensuite. And what I really love about this ensuite is this wooden slatted floor. I don't know if you can get around and take a look at that, but this is absolutely fantastic. So that's your floor there. Inside, again, stainless steel. All right, stainless steel sink there. You've got your mirror with some cabinet space. Up the top, we've got the fantastic 12-volt vent hatch. And of course, look at your shower head. And that's pretty much there. You got your toilet cassette. And again, as the same as here, Cub have actually put in this little bracket here where you can put all your soaps, your shampoos and your conditioner if you use that, all in a nice little handy space out of there. So you don't have to get one of those cheap racks from the supermarket and glue it on or stick it on or whatever. It's all there ready to go. So when they did this, they really put a lot of thought into this, because some of the combo en-suites can be a bit, you know, for one, they're quite small. This is really big coming inside. There's so much room in here, it's amazing. You know, most of the other combos are going to be probably around about here. So they've really, again, put a lot of thought into it, including the toilet and the shower space. Love it. All right, let's go up to the walls here. Now this is really unique. Look at this. For more insulation, they've actually done the whole walls going all the way around, all in the carpet. So further adding to the insulation. All right, let's have a look at our dining area and then our bed. We'll move on to that next. All right, here I am sitting at the table. This is a microfiber leatherette lounge. And what I love is these two little tables here. So I mean, this whole van obviously is designed for a couple, not a family van, unless you want to stick the kids in the tunnel boot, which they probably won't like. I wouldn't. But obviously a couple, so we've got the two seating side by side, and there is enough room for a second person to sit there. So if you have a couple of people inside, there's still plenty of room. But I love these tables. Both tables for both people sitting there, sorry. And when we actually turn the tables around, we can actually make it to one table. Having a look underneath our table here, we've got, again, more storage. Again, that positive lacking sort of hatch. Let's look at this mattress. This is a slumber rest mattress. Again, Australian made, pillow top. This is a king size mattress. It is huge. Look how thick that's like a mattress at home. You know, most caravan mattresses are probably like down to here. They're quite thin. They've really just gone all out with this mattress. I mean, you know, this is where you sleep and you want a comfortable bed, especially after a hard day of hiking in the desert or in the mountains. And yeah, it's a great mattress. Coming around now, again, you can see all the lighting coming around the edges of the actual interior here. And what we can do, as I said, we can actually dim that. So there's a little touchpad here, and I've turned that off, and I can just press on that and it brightens it up again. So there's a little dimmer there. And of course we've got our Fusion stereo. There's a control here. Sorry, the control is just down here for your stereo, and that's internal and external speakers. Over here we've got our Truma heating, and of course, as I said, our dimmers and a couple of more light switches in there. Underneath the bed, heaps of storage again. So we just lift this up, and that's not hard to lift up, very easy on the struts. Again, automatic sensor light. What I've seen here with this storage is people buy these, like you can buy little trays or like a material type tray and just have them sectioned off, and it's brilliant, heaps of space under there. Let's put that down again. Never slam it down. So as we start around the bed, you can see we've got our speakers up there, and of course we've got our LED lights. Just behind the bed, that's a great little nook sort of area, I guess, you know, where you can put your books, your phones, any of that stuff that you like to have at night, just put it behind there. Just above the bed, we've got a skylight hatch, big skylight hatch. We've got, obviously, that has a light on it as well. Air conditioner, brilliant. This is the Dometic air conditioner. These are fantastic air conditioners. It's really good to have an air conditioner inside a small van like this, because I can tell you it will definitely help with keep the van cool. Coming around here, we've got a 27-inch TV. I think the bracket's locked, but if you look around there, there's a 27-inch smart DVD, and also the Caravan also comes with Wi-Fi, 4GX Wi-Fi. Looking around, what else? Again, I've got to go back to these windows. Look at the size of those windows, just amazing. And obviously, you know, if you're sleeping in at night, you want to sleep in the morning and you're out in the desert, you do have that shade. And with that reflective side of the shade, it's definitely going to help insulate the Caravan a lot more. And again, coupled with the carpet that goes all around the lining. There is space down here, so you can have stuff sort of stored down here. We've got plenty of power points and all our USB connections. So that pretty much wraps up the C16. Again, this is Cub's very first venture into the caravan market, and I can tell you they absolutely nailed it. When you look at the price, it is at least 20% lower than most other caravans, and what they've done in that design is kept it basic, and that's what Cub's brilliant at, is they just keep it simple, stupid, kiss. And you know, it's not like an Inspector Gadget type caravan where you need a college or a university degree to work out what goes here, how to work that. It's a very simple system to use. Well, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did have any questions, of course, ring Dave Benson Caravans, and we'd be happy to show you through the actual C16 if you want to come in for a presentation, or of course we can just send you a brochure. That's about all I can do now. Thank you very much, and I hope you enjoyed it. Cheers.